Hey, this is Ross, ProTech Epoxy Floors, Newport Richey, Florida. Today we're going to start a project. We're here in Hudson, and Tri-County is actually going to turn this into a workshop, work area, and display room, as well as a customer lobby. So we're going to do a full chip epoxy floor here, but there's definitely a couple things going on here as usual. So this is a terrazzo floor that we're going to cut in epoxy. We're going to be busy evening things out, as you can see. This is going to be the break room for the guys. So we got a couple things on this floor that we're all going to have to even out. Then we'll probably float an additional epoxy floor on here before we put the final epoxy, just to make it nice even surface. So we're going to be coming from the terrazzo to the concrete. So we're going to have to take that all into account. It turns out I'm on limited electric here right now. I think I have one circuit in the whole building, so I'm gonna have to make that work too. Then we're gonna have to fix this transition. And this basically is where the receptionist is gonna sit and greet customers as they come in. Display room, workshop, and the rest of the project. So we've got a little bit of work ahead of us. With a couple different. Okay, so we have the majority of our prep done. We've done all the grinding, all the repairs. This green that you see was carpet glue, which has all been ground off, and then it goes back and it gets ground again with diamonds. So we got a good profile here. Even though you see a little bit of green, it doesn't matter. So we did some repairs here. Pretty good repair here, crack. As you can see, a lot of little repairs. Same thing, we filled in cracks. This was carpet glue as well. This was a pretty big hole that we filled with the epoxy compounds. Actually, that took almost 2 gallons of compound. And then along the wall here, there was separation between the floor and the wall. So where there was an actual separation, we went back in, we repaired all that. We tied this door back into the floor. And we tied this back in, this floor back into the, I don't know what you call it, wherever the door sits. And then we're going to chip that over, make it look nice. So now we have like a utility closet and the bath. So we already got it all marked out. So what we're going to do in here is we're going to put a cove, a 4-inch baseboard, full chip. But we're also, before we actually put in the final epoxy floor, what we're going to do is we're going to float an epoxy floor, which is going to help even this all out. So all the major stuff is done already, but that additional coat of epoxy is going to float nice into the cove, and it's really going to make the floor look 100%. Okay, all done. Tri-County Locksmiths on Route 19, Hudson, Florida. Just finished putting the top coat on. These are some of the places where we did a lot of repairs, particularly in these thresholds. Not much light in here, but we did have a few repairs in here. This one in particular was really bad. Fixed that all up. So this is going to be the workshop. Where we entered is going to be the reception area. This is going to be the break room. Here's the bath where we did a cove and a 4-inch baseboard full chip. We had floated a epoxy floor previous to actually put in the final floor on here to kind of even things out yet again. And as you can see, it looks really good. I mean, I don't see anything where it was. Same thing here. Utility room. Cove and baseboards. Floated an additional epoxy floor here to even things out. This is where we reattach the floor along this edge. Back to the wall. It's a nice transition right there. And we're all done. Can't wait to see this when all the baseboards are in. And the project is actually final for them. So this was about 1,250 square feet with a couple different floor surfaces.